Don't enjoy yourselves. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito. Cool. And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool.
This is what we're getting.
But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives a shit? As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep.
No. Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because if no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really?
I'm just imagining like just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
so dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
all
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, you know. That was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent
the Reddit?
the accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
Did you see the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? because we need to know where Downey's gonna be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting.
Great.
And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
Bro. He's like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. And then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. 'Cause I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You
Because,
dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh.
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
You threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14
angry
more episodes
person.
to go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went, and it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
Yes.
I was
No.
gonna get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
all right. Yes, he looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looks
DA?
big good.
You were the one
No,
talking about.
no. I said it looked fine. Now I'm
Uh-huh.
saying it looks good.
Bruh.
I never said that looked good.
Bruh.
I was on the fine train.
That train was a crashing. Because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this.
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing
He was
this.
a 2.
That is
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
Yeah,
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
You're
That I always said
There was
that.
only room for improvement.
Dude, he
That
had
was a
two-
lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't going to be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't gonna happen, so who cares?
Oh no, I think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could, because I feel like
it's not going to be stupid accurate, but based upon how you're playing the game, trends of how you play certain things, and it gathering information, I can totally see an algorithm guessing what you're going to press, and I would assume there's probably contingencies where it do 1 or 2 inputs or 1 and 2 commands. Say if you're pressing a bunch of buttons and then stopped, it would do 3 more things and then stop when it realized, oh, you're not sending shit in, you're not inputting stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I just don't think it's
fighting game.
Yeah,
that's not
or shooters.
If you're playing a shooter and you get shot to the side, are you gonna run? Are you gonna turn around and try to shoot back? Are you gonna jump? Are you gonna duck? We don't know. So whatever. This is what we think based on your data.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 174. Getting pretty close to 200. Did we make it to 200 with the old podcast?
No, 146 or 149, one of those.
Or even I didn't realize we had already exceeded it. Shit.
Wow, look at us. We keep track of our.
We don't know when to quit. All right.
Kind of like that sickness BG's got.
Still sick.
That's the cold that's been going around has been lasting 2 or 3 weeks.
It's a flu.
It's definitely a flu.
Mm-hmm. It's influenza without a doubt.
2 to 3 weeks though is the lifespan of it.
Yep.
Well, if you got your voice back.
He always had his voice.
No, I didn't.
No, he did not.
Did he not?
No.
He did not. Are you feeling any better?
I have good days and bad days. Today is a bad day.
Oh.
Fun.
Well, welcome back to the podcast. All right.
Welcome back.
DA will be here in a little bit. And from there, we will actually talk about the fun weekend hangout that we had. But before that,
he claimed 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago.
Yes, just blast through the news. Who all here has seen Birds of Prey?
Not me, not yet.
Okay, I will hold off on that. I saw it. The reviews for Sonic the Hedgehog are coming in. That comes out tomorrow.
Today.
Yeah, tonight. It's been a 7, basically. I've been seeing across the board.
You couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, in all honesty. You weren't getting a 10 unless it was in the cringe scale with the old Sonic. That was the only way you were getting a 10 in any regard.
Yeah.
The last I saw the Rotten Tomato rating, it was fresh at 69%, which what better rating could you ask for?
Yeah. It could
I'm
have been
going to see it
a
tomorrow.
lot worse.
I'm yeah. Sonic.
You all right there, GB?
He's excited
GB
for
Come
Sonic.
here.
excited about something.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
About to say,
Come here.
yeah, I'm right here. Oh, gee.
Oh, I don't know if that was a joke or not.
No, it kind of was. Wasn't particularly funny.
I'm glad you recognize. Well, they laughed, so you got
Oh
something.
no!
I was laughing at
It
GB.
really
just
wasn't
'cause
funny.
Yeah, I was laughing at GB, not him.
DA said something and GB just went just like answered him. All right. I'm gonna pull up my phone again.
Yeah, you just waiting on DA to plug in.
Have y'all started?
Yeah.
So, just going through the little tidbits.
Where were you at? Oh, let me mute us.
That's a good question. Disney Japan. The reason that Sora has not been able to be in Smash Bros. Is apparently Disney Japan has been blocking Nintendo. They've been basically outright saying, no, not allowed. Not allowed. Which is weird, because Disney Japan acts a lot like Nintendo of America, to where they're just kind of the regional arm, but they don't really have any decision-making power about the IPs. They're just kind of the messengers, so to speak. So that's kind of weird. However, I think it was either yesterday or today, Disney announced they're like, hey, other video game developers, come make video games of our properties. Like, after the success of Jedi Fallen Order and Spider-Man, they're like, hey, if good developers make good games, then people will buy our stuff that have...
Yeah, it's
like-
kind of shocking, isn't it?
they make good games with our stuff, and they'll buy our stuff. So, I'm hoping Nintendo saw that and was like, hey, yo, even though all the characters are already decided, so probably not, but maybe this
Definitely not.
was internally discussed beforehand.
Do you think anyone at Nintendo would start a sentence with "Ayo"?
Reggie would have.
He makes a good point.
But, so, more opportunities for Disney properties, Marvel, Star Wars, what have you. Get that Star Wars license out of EA's hands, please.
Did somebody say video games? Because your boy just got out of Sonic the movie.
Really? I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Okay.
It was pretty good, y'all.
Oh, yes!
For the Sonic ball?
Yes!
You were knocked out.
Was that?
Yeah.
That NyQuil is
And plus, you barely got any sleep yesterday, so I'm like, he's just gonna be like, nah.
I would have went for the Sonic.
Yo,
ball.
it was pretty good. Like a hard 7.58.
That's exactly what Mike said. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm super happy. Me and my brothers are mad surprised. It's like, digging it. There's some obviously kiddie stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
But all in all, good plot. Sonic was fantastic. Jim Carrey murdered it. That man is a talent.
He's insane is what he is.
That too.
Oh, hardcore.
But he channeled that really well into Robotnik.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a great time. It was a good movie. I really dug it. Mad surprising. Go see it. Best video game movie, uncontested, BG.
Ooh.
Uncontested.
Ooh. See, you still haven't seen Detective Pikachu, correct?
No, I haven't, and I'm not gonna.
You're dumb. So, I will give the actual opinion on that.
Have you seen Mortal Kombat?
Yes, I have. And I would say Detective Pikachu is a better movie than Mortal Kombat.
Oh, shots fired, BG.
I definitely wouldn't say that.
No, legit. Really, really enjoyed it.
excited for tomorrow then.
They straight out the line of making Sonic endearing and annoying very, very well.
Which
Okay.
is
Because
that is Sonic
if
to
it
a
was
T.
just it is a line, and you could just tiptoe over that line, just like, nope, too far, done. But they were dancing on that line so fine. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about this movie.
Okay.
We will talk more at length next week when more of us have seen it. Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement after like 20, 30 years of retirement from being an actor. They're making a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sequel that he's coming back for. Personally, I don't really care about that. What I'm hoping for is this is just like, oh, I'm going to do a few more movies, and one of those movies ends up being Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money. That's what I'm hoping for. Probably not, but that's... a man can dream, you know?
Yeah.
The Pokemon Cloud service, Pokemon Home, the storage service, is available.
Yep.
Not nearly as, like, money grabby as people were thinking it was. It's free, and for the first month, if you have it, and you have like a whole bunch of Pokemon in Pokemon Bank, like I do, or did, for this first month, you can for free transfer your Pokemon out of the bank into it, and you don't have to pay for actually using the service. It's just if you want premium features, which they have listed on there. And it's like $15 for a year or something.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of got me itching to play Pokemon again because I transferred all of my Pokemon over and it has a Pokédex inside of it, and there are holes, and they need to be filled. I'm pissed because for Omega Ruby was when I last completed the Pokédex, so that was the X and Y generation.
Right.
And transferred all of my Pokemon over, including all my party Pokemon. And I'm like, you need to have a Pokemon in your party. So I'm like, I'll just throw this Pidgey. Whatever, it's just a Pidgey. It can stay in this game. Guess what the first hole in my Pokedex is?
What?
It's a Pidgey.
Oh.
I didn't breed any extras or catch any extras to have for the deck. So I'm just like, motherfucker. The Oscars happened. Just the notable things that happened there that, for the most, like I don't really care about them for the most part. Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for Joker. Parasite ended up taking Best Picture, and it's the first foreign film to win Best Picture ever at the Oscars. And I forget the director's name, but he won Best Director as well, so kudos to him. And there's actually some pretty cool musical performances, but that's really about it. Eminem performed, which...
Yeah, he performed Lose Yourself, and people were
Was there a reason
for
it? It was like an anniversary or something?
I don't know, but people said that it was a surprise performance.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I kept reading. I'm just like, how is it a surprise? Didn't he fucking rehearse it and everything? What?
Well, no one knew about it, is what they're saying.
I guess. Just so confusing.
Dragon Ball Fighterz Season 3 got announced with Kefla and Ultra Instinct Goku, plus 3 more characters, and yeah, I don't think they're making a sequel to this game. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're running out of people hard and fast.
Unique people.
I don't think they're gonna. What was it? Budokai? No, it wasn't Budokai. Tenkaichi 3. Where it's just like everybody. Y'all remember that one chick from Bardock's crew? Get her in there. You remember that one chick from BoJack's crew? Get her in there.
They'll definitely make a sequel, but it won't be for like 8 years.
Yeah.
They're they're probably gonna do another anime property. They're gonna give it the Dragon Ball treatment. It's not gonna be Bleach. It simply cannot be. They're gonna do another anime property. I would assume JoJo's.
Coming in hard and fast with that random ass Bleach fighter.
Yeah, no.
Dude, any guys ever play the Bleach? Did you ever watch the fucking or play the Bleach fighter for GameCube?
Nope.
I played the one for Wii.
Ooh, no, there was. I think was it Wii or was it
The-
GameCube?
The
I
one
forget
it
which
was
one.
Shattered something where they had a customer on
Yes.
car.
Probably
Yes.
Shattered Souls.
Yes, and
Ooh.
the combat in that was just wagging the Wiimote, and
Yep.
I just remember like because it was how fast you hit was how fast you wiggled the remote. And I just remember Ichigo going like as he's like you're just like shaking the shit out of the Wiimotes. That game was bad.
Oh my god. There's been a few actually. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Heat the Soul? Was that the one I'm thinking of?
I just
Yes,
remember
yes.
the one for the Wii.
No, there was one on GameCube. Okay, I was right. There's one on
Yeah.
GameCube and then 2 on Wii. Heat the Soul was on PlayStation Portable. PSP.
How many Bleach
Game
games
Boy.
did they make?
PlayStation 2? PlayStation 3? Yo, how many fighting games did they make?
Yeah, those are
Dude.
probably just games.
Yeah, those companies.
No, they're full-on fighter games. Action fighter, action fighter, action.
Yeah, Action Fighter. That's like a Muso game. Is an action fighter technically.
I thought okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I played one of these. I think it was for the GameCube, and it was big bad.
Yeah, I would say JoJo or My Hero would be the next best.
JoJo
choices.
would be my call. I
As
feel
far
like
as variants, yes.
no, I feel like JoJo has a lot more to pull from. My Hero, you're gonna get probably 6 to 8 of the kids. All Might, League of Villains, Overhaul, Gentle, and
Don't forget
Gentle.
5
no, you would
versions
get
of
Gentle.
Deku.
what?
Don't forget 5
5
versions of Deku.
So you're looking at what did I name? 20 characters, and then who do you got for DLC?
Endeavor.
Yeah, the different pro heroes.
Hawks. Okay, Endeavor, Hawks. What,
There's a
Best
lot of
Genius?
Best Genius. You got
Okay, what has he ever done
Night Eye.
to showcase to where they can showcase something? Not ain't sure. What has Best Genius ever done?
Well, on screen or off screen?
On screen, because they need to draw the moves from somewhere.
They can make stuff up.
Yeah, they make stuff up. They definitely make stuff up to fill gaps. But every character they made in Fighter Z comes from the source material of what they were in.
But
Now they absolutely fill gaps in there, but you can't fill a hole. You fill gaps.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's other characters. I don't think it's Killer Orca. Is that his name?
Gang Orca.
Gang
But
Orca.
okay,
Gang
Gang
Orca.
Orca.
You got Night Eye. You have
Mhm.
is it Present Mike? I forget their hero name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
President
Mike.
Mike. I don't think he's ever fought either.
He fought the kids.
He fought the
In the
kids.
training.
About the kids.
Yeah, there's not enough people to draw from. Like, they're clearly doing super
1-to-1.
Yeah, 1-to-1. I can't
Gran
remember
Torino.
what. But to the point, it always amazes me where Vegeta's fingers are like frame perfect on a kick. It's like, what? It's a kick. So I don't think that they're too interested in making stuff up.
Okay.
So,
So
JoJo's.
JoJo for the history of it. So,
Not even a history. It's just so much more to draw from.
well, that's what I'm saying. History is, and there's a lot more of it.
Even if there wasn't a lot more of it, even if you just did a part, let's say 6, there's still every character has a fight and many panels of them doing stuff, movement, hand gestures, the way their legs are. There's much to draw from every part, let alone every part.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in My Hero, you're looking at 20 characters and maybe 6 DLC characters.
I also, on the note of JoJo, just got past Babyface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, what did you think of Beach Boy?
Oh, Beach Boys was great.
Yes,
Amazing.
it was. Yes, it was.
Just
But you didn't
'cause-
like how Jordan just popped his throat back in and just went, okay, yeah, I can heal now. That wasn't doing it for you?
less that and just Babyface as a stand in general.
Yeah, it was boring. It was bad.
Very
Babyface
off the
is
wall and
trash.
yes. Beach Boys and Grateful Dead, easily the best fight so far. Not even a contest.
Not even.
You're gonna get one more that's on par with it, and then that's
What
it.
part with Beach Boy? No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Well, I'm saying Beach Boys 100. White Album is like a 95. That's still on par.
So yeah, I'm slowly making my way through that right now. I definitely slowed down as
Slowly.
I've gotten through part 5.
Yeah, because it's awful.
And you see what we're just ranting about, just like, ooh, this isn't good.
Let's see, last little bits of news. The director / actor of A Quiet Place, John Krasinski, has publicly stated now he wants to be Mr. Fantastic. I feel like that would be a good choice. I think I may have mentioned this last week, but a Wonderful 101 game that was on the Wii U, I should say. One of the best games on the Wii U. I did not get to play it. Is
one of the
getting-
only games on the Wii U.
you ain't wrong. Is getting kickstarted. It's already met its goals, and it's actually going to be getting ported to PS4, Switch, and PC. So many people will get a chance to play it now. And then just today, I was waiting to talk about this with DA. Sakurai, a couple weeks ago, had an interview where he stated there are too many Fire Emblem characters in Smash Bros. And how it really wasn't his choice, and it's never really his choice to add a particular character to Smash Bros. It's Nintendo's
Yeah.
choice.
Which makes sense,
Yes.
given the characters.
Yep, they want to market their games and stuff. Understandable.
Did you also see where Nintendo was like, we want Sonic, but Disney was like, no.
Sora, you mean?
Yeah, what did I say?
Yes,
Sonic?
yes.
Sonic. Yeah, they want
Yeah.
Sonic too. Get him in there.
So,
Get him in there. Who
yeah,
cares?
we mentioned this earlier. That was Disney Japan, which is weird because Disney Japan is essentially like Nintendo of America, where they're just kind of the offshore arm, but they don't really make any decisions about the IPs at all. So that was weird. However, Disney announced recently that they put out a blanket statement to game developers that are like, hey, use our properties for cool games. So, maybe, probably not, but...
Arxis.
Kingdom Hearts fighters.
No, just Disney Fighter. Who cares?
Ooh, that... Interesting.
We've always wanted to see Bambi versus Sleeping Beauty. The dream fight.
Stitch versus Belle. I mean, come on.
Who would win? You just have to ask yourself that.
Yeah. Mulan would kill everyone, but that's just a separate discussion entirely.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, that final boss can eat a fart directly out of my butthole.
I haven't watched anything just because
He's
wanna
bad,
go
dude.
in. I want to go
He's
in
real bad.
fresh.
Oh, it's so bad.
He is worse than Terra's armor by a factor of fucking 10.
Okay.
Mike.
Not the Terra
for-
armor. That I wasn't talking about the Terra armor when I texted. I was talking about the secret boss of Birth by Sleep with
Yes,
Terra.
that's what I'm referencing. Sorry. That.
Mike. For a period of maybe 30 seconds, he steals your Keyblade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And you cannot block, you cannot summon, you can't use magic, you can only use items, which he can take your items,
Mm-hmm.
including your Kupo coin. So when he dies, he goes back to half health. So you can't let him take that coin. Otherwise, oh, whoops, free life.
Oh,
I watched a run through where the guy did not lose anything to him. He dodged every single ability.
Bless him.
He
hashtag.
said that the recording for that took him 3 days to get that rundown.
Bless him, because I was just sitting there just going bam, 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 and I beat him. I beat him, but I did not know he took my coin because that happened before. And I was just like, yes, he's done. And then he just rolls back up. I went, oh,
No.
I had to walk away.
Just nah. You just shake your head.
That boss is such buns. The data, Xehanort is buns.
Yep.
Xion is buns.
Xion's broken. That fight
Vanitas
stupid.
is buns. Those three gave me so much problem. I fought Vanitas for maybe 3 hours before I beat him. Xion, I had to complete and total bullshit my way through her. I hate her so much. I like her as a character. Her final outfit is the best of the game. Just a black vest and like a white skirt. It's fantastic. I hate her.
Legit. You have to master storing your Keyblade away with a Keyblade switch for your ultimate form to last longer. That is how you have to do this.
It's pieces of crap that were just like, this game is too easy. They went, oh, word. When I finally beat the final secret boss, who I'm not going to say who it is, you get a trophy. And 0.6% of people got that trophy. That's how unbelievably difficult this is. You have to get to him, which is unbelievably difficult.
Mm-hmm. And then if you're not smart enough to look it up and you face him and lose, you think, oh, that's the ending you're meant to get. You're meant to lose to him. He's too hard to beat. But that's incorrect. There's a true and false ending.
Yes,
False
there is.
ending if you lose, true ending if you win.
As soon as I saw that, I went, nah, this ain't going down like this. And then it went back like, you can find him again. I was like, you darn right I can find him again for 5 hours.
He's not kidding. He's really not kidding.
I don't have anything planned this evening.
There's
Let's go.
there's AoEs, there's timed attacks, there's
just
patterns.
lasers. Xehanort, and Xion do this complete and total bullcrap where they just shave away your life.
Mm-hmm.
When you get attacked, your life goes down, but then the bar just stops like right where you got attacked. So all of a sudden you get attacked 2 times, you're down to half health, and you can't recover that unless you summon or you do a form.
Mm-hmm. You had this guy chained.
They shave your
Simba.
max health.
Yes.
Huh?
It is. And Xion, she has these lasers that are so fast. And dude, you just have to. I'm not going to say anything more.
She
I don't
want
want
a homing device.
I'm gonna play it.
I've already said too much. You got to experience this crap. It is a legitimate nightmare, but it is so fun, and I had so much fun through most of it. Xion, Vanitas didn't have fun. I surprisingly had fun with Xehanort. The last boss, I was just like, no. You ain't gonna do this to your boy, all right? That was just sort of like I need to beat this sort of thing.
No.
Wasn't fun, wasn't frustrating. It was just like, no, this is a challenge, and I need to overcome this. And I did. Me and 0.6% of other people.
Yep.
Book.
It's a this has to happen moment, just because you walk into that fight and the cutscene you get is just like, oh, this is some heavy shit. And then you get ass raped, and you're just like, what?
Just no lube. He has like 10 bars. I shaved down 2 of them, and then I just got destroyed. I went, okay.
Deleted.
And then I just went, okay, patterns. What do I need to do to beat this dude? And with the final floss of BBS, you could cheese it. You could figure out ways around it. No, this is pure and simple pattern. He is doing this, insert thing here. That's all it is. And he switches it up and he gets faster and he gets more broken later. So he's just like, okay, that's out the window, rage form, and I just gotta hope to get a combo off of him.
Yep.
It
That's
is
pretty much it.
so frustrating, but I felt so amazing when I won.
Oh yeah,
it was just
you
like
win.
it was just like it was the hottest day, and just like a bucket of Gatorade was poured on me after I won the Super Bowl. Just like, yeah, and I froze and I jumped up into the air. It was legitimately just when he's just getting down to like 2 bars, the heart starts beating fast. And like, okay, I got no MP. He's about to do this thing. Heart's beating. I lost my coin. I used it already.
All right.
It is.
Gonna have to start.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Michael text me with updates on how you doing, because like I said, you got to get to that bastard.
Question, Mike. How long has it been since you've played Kingdom Hearts?
Since it came out, I'm gonna be restarting on critical mode. So it's gonna
Okay,
be...
I've played Critical. Let me tell you right now, Critical is easy compared to him.
Yeah.
Critical is easy.
I would imagine
You could brute force your way through Critical.
Mm-hmm.
You have to stop and think about him, Gian Vanitas, and there's this blue-haired one I can't remember. No, it was I think it was Kingdom Hearts 1 Xehanort, Ansem, whatever.
Yeah, Ansem. Yeah, Ansem. There we go.
I don't know if you know this, Mike, but you have to fight all 13 organization members plus
True
Vanitas
organization.
and Gian and blah blah blah.
The true
So
organization. 13.
you gotta sit down and fight all of them, and some of them are problems. Other ones are just like, okay, it's gonna take you 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Other
So
ones are
this
just like,
is
no,
kinda
sit
like the
down.
fights from Final Mix 2.
Yes, it is
Okay.
exactly that.
Okay.
But
No Donald, no Goofy. Get in there, get your butt
you
lubed up.
need to understand how to min-max your form changes, because if you're unaware of this, you can lengthen a form change by switching keyblades.
What?
You didn't know this?
No.
Oh yeah. The tactic is you get a combo off on the final boss. You start up, you do your limit break with your Ultima. You start off your combo. You combo cancel by switching to your next keyblade, and you wait for his pattern to end. Then you go back to your Ultima. You continue with your Ultima combo, and you get him off of the full Ultima combo. Switch back to the next keyblade. Rinse, repeat until you finally run out of that fucking full charge. You end it with that. Hit him with the summon. And then you have to go the summon combo, bring it back, get your combo back up for your limit release, rinse, repeat.
I did not know that.
Yep.
See, what's probably
So
going to happen
I did
for
it the
me is-
hard way.
Yeah.
No,
So
you did it the unintelligent way, not the
No.
hard way.
I did it in a way that I did not know there was another option. Just like y'all didn't know that you could cycle through the forms and the attractions.
That's true.
So y'all played the game wrong.
What's probably going to happen is I will go through the fights, get my ass kicked a bunch of times, and then I will go find a speed run of the game and figure out the speedrunning strats for all these bosses.
And see, I didn't do that. I just went, I don't want to know what anybody else did. I want to beat this. Because at that point, you might as well, you didn't beat them. That's just how I feel. You do what you do. I'm just like, I want to figure out how to beat this dude.
Yeah, he is ridiculous. It's like knowing how. The way I see it is knowing how to do it's one thing, executing it's another. Because that kind of chaining and timing, just because you know how to do it doesn't mean you can do it.
Who you talking to? I'm one of 0.6 people that beat him, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Keep me updated, Mike. Keep me updated.
It's gonna be a bit because I have to play the game again. And knowing me, I'm going to want to 100%.
Just pick up a controller, go into the DLC, run through the DLC. That's all you got to do. By the end of the DLC, you'll be competent enough to fight him. I can say that.
Yeah, I want to replay in critical mode again.
I mean, critical is worth doing because that's how you get Oblivion. If you have one clear, because of the DLC, here's what happens. If you have a regular clear, you get Oathkeeper. If you have a critical clear, you get Oblivion.
No. You have to get all of the Mickey Mouse lucky emblems in order to get Oathkeeper.
Is that what that is? I thought it was for clearing the game.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I thought that award was just
So
Okay. Yeah,
That
same,
Keyblade is fun, and that's the one that I used. I went Ultima ain't doing it for me. It's gotta be
Oh, dude,
Oblivion.
No. Your the dash with Ultima allows you to fucking combo cancel him.
Didn't know that. It wasn't working. And then I mistakenly equipped it Oathkeeper, and the double forms with the 2 Keyblade was working. So I went, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, no, when
And
he's
it worked.
about to do not the dome, the
Well, don't give Mike any hints. He needs to learn this himself.
Okay.
And plus,
okay.
I don't need to know what I should have done. I don't need to know that. It's done.
he's never touching the game again.
That ain't helping me right now.
I'm fighting for my life.
All right, the last bit of news I have before we talk about our weekend was just a little bit earlier today, Robert Pattinson, they showed a first reveal of his Batman costume. And
Cowl looks weird.
Well, we can't see the cowl. We don't see the ears.
They show the cowl.
It cuts off.
Well, I'll talk about the face mask. The face mask looks fucking weird.
And
you need to see more, but it's looking weird.
Yeah,
right
it's a dark and gritty capture footage. And to me, the thing I'm going to point to is Geralt's first reveal for the Witcher thing. The first camera tests are never good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of makeup and other shit that they add on in post that makes costumes look a lot better than they do initially. So there's that. The weird thing to me was the emblem. It looks like it was like 2 like grips from a handgun carved into the bat insignia.
Yeah, it was very mechanical.
That's what a lot of people are saying it looked like. People are saying it might be the one that killed his parents, and that's just, that. I like how it looks.
Is this Batman or is this Flashpoint versus Batman?
Well, a lot of people are comparing it to like the Arkham armor.
Oh, okay.
Like how the bat suits look in the Arkham games. So yeah, that happened. Now, since we're all here, we can finally talk about our weekend.
Or is BG like dead in the corner right now?
No, I'm still here. Oh, one more thing of news. Nyla Rose, first trans athlete to win a world title in wrestling. Now you can continue your stuff.
That was AEW, correct?
AEW, legit one of the best shows I've ever seen them put on, if not the very best.
Okay.
Top to bottom greatness.
Alrighty then.
Watch AEW.
Have you seen Jigoku season 2? All right, don't tell me to watch it.
I actually am in the process of watching.
In the process.
You're not in the process of watching
I
AEW?
watched a pay-per-view, did I not?
I don't
All right.
remember.
I watched it and you were sitting there.
Oh, yeah, the first
Oh,
one.
yeah. So I'm in the process as well.
No, you're not.
And faster than you. And faster than you. That crap came out 2007, 2008. And you looking at me like, oh, I'm in the process of it.
Yeah.
One of the greatest shows of all time.
I wouldn't know.
Piece of shit.
I kept asking you, what am I catching up in? Read JoJo's. What am I catching in? Watch Fairy Tail. What am I catching up in? Read Bleach. What am I catching up in?
He does.
So, I don't want to hear that shit.
Jigoku was always on the table. I've been doing this for content for Revisited, all right?
Hunter. Oh.
It was a treat.
Hunter is far from a treat.
I'm so tired of people talking about it's a masterpiece. It's a thing. It's smorgasbord of unbelievable writing.
So like a B, perchance?
It's garbage.
Somebody's asking anime in 2020. Where do I start? I like Yu. I like Dragon Ball. What do I watch now? Oh, Hunter by same creator, better writing, best thing ever. I'm so sick of it. Hunter is trash.
I don't think that's the number. What did it
4,
go down?
I believe.
Second went down.
2.
20
rankings for the year.
All time.
All time.
Oh.
Yikes. Well, this list is trash.
Terrible. Hunter, bruh. I could wax poetic on how Hunter is.
And we have. The Weekend.
Go watch Revisited. So,
Oh,
started
it's
off
so good.
on Thursday, where DA and I competed in a Smash tournament. I've been meaning
You
to-
competed.
I competed to the best of my abilities. Incredible. Mwah. Claymore, hey, I dig it.
You should have
Yeah.
brought a controller.
Yeah, I know I should have. Yeah, I know I should have. But I thought that money badge would have a confident controller. Whoops.
You thought wrong.
Whoopsie doodle.
I don't use Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I know. I see why.
You're the weird one here, good sir. So, I made it 4 games. DA made it 2 because of
I'm
controller
bad. I'm
issues. Air quotes performance issues, we'll call it.
I couldn't get it up.
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go to this local for a long time now, and it just ended up working out. The game arena is really fucking cool. I really like that place.
They're opening another one. Apparently, the guy at the bar told me that they're opening a second location up by OSU.
Totally makes sense. Get all them college kids in there. Get all that loan money. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Got back. Didn't really do much else.
On Thursday? Definitely not.
We played a little bit of Smash.
Yeah, we played amongst ourselves.
Yeah, we played Smash until
I forget when.
Smash. What else did we
Woke
do on
up the
Thursday?
next day.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Kelly arrived. We went and got.
No, stop. We sat around and watched some really bad animated YouTube
Oh, we did. We
movies.
watched.
Oh,
bad
we
YouTube
did.
movies.
That was Friday, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was.
Yes, it was. Oh.
Oh, that was bad.
The Snow Queen or the Ice Queen with the baby with the terrible reflection.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
some gems on
Free-
YouTube originals.
Free YouTube animated movies are a treasure. We just be skipping through them. It's like, is that Luffy from the Four Kids? What, please? Oh no! And it's just these horrible animations and these bad concepts and these complete rip-offs. One of them was just Kung Fu Rabbit and just that's
the
just
zebra
that's
one. The zebra one.
Mm.
There's the zebra one. There's that one with the awful CG lions. It had Luffy. It had Yugi. Yami Yugi had Seto Kaiba. Were in these movies. There's the one with the 2 brothers that I don't remember exactly, but the kid fell in a hole and then got picked up by like a hunter dude. And
Oh, I had no idea, dude.
Yeah, that was about a giant bear. I think it was a giant bear or like a giant turtle.
yes,
it was about a giant something.
It was a giant bear in the forest.
Oh boy, it was. Oh, it is a dumping ground for just slock.
That was a good time. So yeah, next morning we woke up, waited for Kelly to get there. I think we were just playing Smash, or we played Mario Party.
We playing Mario Party, and
where
your boy,
This was also where, as we were playing Smash Bros, we like replaced some friendlies, and then as that night was going on, D was like, throat's a little tingly. Wakes up the next. Go ahead.
I remember talking to you in the Smash arena. I was just like, yeah, so we, yeah, so and I just like sip on my delicious cake batter milkshake and like, okay, that cleared it out. So yeah, what I was talking about is I'm like, oh boy, that's a little weird, but that's gonna amount to nothing.
Wakes up the next morning. I come downstairs. He's just playing Hyrule Warriors on my Switch, and then he tries to talk to me. He's like, yeah, this game's. Oh no. And his voice came back a little bit, but then we play Mario Party, and then this motherfucker is just bitching the whole damn game because he's losing.
No, not because I was losing. It was because I was cheated. because I was cheating and I had to crawl my way. It wasn't just because I was losing. I am not I'm losing and I'm complaining. It's because it's when it's not fair and I'm losing. When everybody else is getting ahead of me for no reason and I'm losing. If I'm just losing, I'm just losing. That's my fault. But when other people are handing opportunities and golden blocks and just taking from me, taking food off of my plate, I can be nothing but angry. Don't you dare say it was just because I was losing. It was because it was bull crap. That was the reason.
Don't you say that to me. Where I was stuck on the first space for half the damn game.
That was your own decision.
Go big or go home. Go big or go home. And then we get to the end.
You stayed home.
I did. We get to the end, and via bonus stars, DA ends up winning. And in his no voice, I was a winner.
No, it was just sort of high pitch. It was like, I did it.
Like and
it was knocked out bro from behind.
You were going through puberty was what was happening.
It was bad.
I was champion. So from there, we went and got some melt. And at that point, Kelly had arrived. And then we went to Rocket Fizz, which in Columbus is this...
No. You're missing the Japanese bakery.
That was Saturday.
That was Saturday.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Amber was there.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct. Yep.
We go to Rocket Fizz, pick up, and Rocket Fizz is known for having pops that are disgusting. They have mustard, ranch, grass, sweet corn, and various other flavors. They also have imported candy from all over the place, as well as just some niche candy things, including these jelly beans, which I forget who's the manufacturer.
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled, which originally they made these packages where it's like it's half good beans and half bad beans. But now they just make all bad beans. The box.
They also make good beans and bad beans. They still sell those, but they also just sell bad beans. And the bad bean boys are the best.
Yeah, they're called Extreme Edition.
And Comp Bros picked those up. So we get back, we have our melts, and then we play Tales of the Arabian Nights board game. Very good board game. Very hard to find, but if you can find it, pick it up.
I had a lot of fun with that.
I
really enjoyed that.
I love that game.
Yeah, that game was stupid fun.
What were we doing where it was like you get a negative status effect, and if you, like, per certain status effects, or if you lost destiny or story points, you had to eat a bean.
If you lost a destiny point or if you lost a destiny point, that was it.
And a story point. Either or.
Was it story? Okay.
Yes. You had to eat a bean.
You had to roll for a bean.
Yeah, we had a D10. There were 10 different awful flavors of bean. And we rolled a D10, and then the fates decided what bean you got. And then from then on, the entire goddamn weekend, anytime someone would have a bean, DA and BG would just start dancing and Bean Boys.
Not just any time anyone had a bean. It was just the prospect of the bean. The thought of the bean. Just like Bean Boy. And I'm just sitting there like, Bean Boy.
And you both had the whitest black guy dancings that I have ever seen.
Absolutely on purpose, because it has to be as obnoxious as possible. If we were sitting there breakdancing, you'd be like, oh, that's pretty good. But the fact that we're sitting there just dabbing and shaking our knees, it has to be obnoxious.
No,
that was the point,
it'd be
Michael.
worse than me black guy dancing. That's the point, though.
It had to be as obnoxious as possible, just so you remember. If we were just normal dance, you wouldn't even brought it up. But the fact that we were doing the lamest, whitest, off rhythm stuff as we possibly could. That's what makes you remember it. That's what makes you hate it. That's what makes you go, they're gonna be the Bean Boys next time.
The reason it would have been worse if you did it, Mike, is because it would have seemed authentic. And that's the worst.
No, I'm sad Mike didn't do it.
So, let's see. I had skunk and stink bug. Did I get rotten egg? No, I don't. I forget if I got rotten. No, I didn't get rotten.
Oh, yeah. Remember your handful of beans, you cowards.
Cowards!
Yeah, I know. Over there sitting there just double fisted beans for no
like it's
reason.
nothing. For no challenge or anything. We're like, well, how are we gonna bean this? You're like, I ain't need no more beans. Everybody's like, I ain't need no more beans. We should have been beaning everything. Hey, let's go up the stairs. Last person needs to bean. It should have been everything everywhere. And you cowards ruined it.
No,
Nah.
that was
Coward!
never an option. Say what you want. That was never an option.
It was absolutely an option. It was shot down though
No, it was never an
by
option.
cowardice.
It would never have happened.
It would have happened if Mike would have rolled or flipped something different.
No.
And it definitely would have happened if there were 6 DA and BGs up there. They're just like, bean everything.
Everything beans.
Last person awake eats them beans.
Well, I would have been setting 5-10 alarm.
Drop a bean in the pot. Let it dissolve and eat that shit. It would have been bean everything everywhere.
Yeah, this is.
It wouldn't have been an
this is
idea of
not-
how do we incorporate beans. It would have been how do we make these beans even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, and I, while y'all were going at your noodle place, we were playing Smash for beans, and it was like you could roll the one die and dead fish and the other one, whatever the dog food we're in play, or you could roll 2 dice. Those aren't in play, but you got to eat 2 beans.
We should have been beaning everything
No.
legitimate.
Bro, I ate like 9 beans in that Smash, and I ain't give a
Me and
Yeah.
BG
Can't do that.
morning, that Saturday morning, we're just like, they ain't going to bean stuff. I need to taste this stuff. So I'm just like, we just sitting there eating the beans.
dead fish and everything. Oh, what
And y'all
we
just
having?
laughing. Y'all just laughing. How dare y'all? Cowards laugh at us heroes.
That's
Ridiculous.
It's not heroism. It's stupidity.
Yes, that's the fun.
That's not fun to me.
It absolutely was.
That should
If it wasn't fun, you wouldn't have been laughing. It's not fun when it's you. It's never fun when it's you.
never.
If your
No.
friend falls down the stairs, the second you see they're all right, it's hilarious. If you fall down the stairs, it's like, holy I just fell down the stairs.
Not putting myself through the taste of those fucking beans if I didn't have to. I was not doing it.
Nobody wants to.
My friend fell down these stairs right here, all the way down, dislocated her shoulder. I'm like, you all right? Cool. A ghost pushed you. You were too confident in your balance and you got brought back down to earth. Literally. I was making fun of her once I realized, oh, she cool. Then I went, all right, time to unload. Y'all cowards.
Let us never forget Chris's do-do-do-do. Oh, dude, hilarious.
Hilarious.
To this day, we talk about it. To this day, he gets mad about it. Because it happened to him.
Everybody else, somebody having to eat 3 beans at once. We'd never forget about that. We be talking about that when we 60, 70. But you cowards were just like, all right, we ain't eating no more beans. Put them beans away. Oh man, if I could have screamed, I would have screamed.
When I brought the beans here, my brothers were like, we want to try them. I was like, all right, roll dice, see what you eat. Roll, eat. The highest number doesn't eat, the other 2 do eat. Roll, oh, I lost. Eat.
Right before we went to the movies, Pierre was like, oh, I didn't try this one. Let me try it. All right, let's go. Men. Babies. Cowards.
I will say,
BG went back there like, we gonna run out of beans. We gonna be double fisted at point. I gotta get some more.
That's my
I'm already like, oh, we beaning everything and we running out tonight. So I gotta go get some more. It's only logical.
It was the only logic. We are gonna run out of beans.
That's a failure in logic. What I was gonna say.
No, the
is,
logic was solid.
no,
The players were cowards.
I am all for the drinks. Completely fine with the drinks for punishment. I hate the beans because they stick with you.
Yes, that's
Exactly.
the point. They're
Nah.
worse.
It's a punishment.
It's not happy-go-lucky. Oh, that was it.
Oh, it really does taste like corn. No, eat that stink bug. Eat that dirty dishwater. What does that taste like?
You burnt
Okay.
2 days later. I wanted you to smell it.
Nah.
I don't see the difference.
The drink
I do.
is
One is a lesser punishment, and they can't deal with the
the drink
harsh
is immediate,
truth.
and then you move on. So, anyways, we had the beans.
Oh, did we?
Yes, we did. Then after, was that the end of Friday?
No, we
Did
watched.
we watch?
Cats.
Okay. I didn't know if that
Sir.
was Friday or Saturday.
No, because Amber, also a baby, was like, no, I ain't watching Cats. Everybody should have been lined up for Cats.
So we
Hey.
watched Cats.
Kelly was totally, oh, this is fine. Whatever. I'd rather watch this than I Frankenstein until the turn.
Oh, there was a 5-star general watching that. There's nothing better than watching somebody completely dissolve. Just like leave their body, their soul is just floating up. Just like at one point she goes, I hate everything this movie stands for. And I go, you hate jellicalism? And she goes, I don't know what that is, but I hate it.
There was
She
a
was
part,
5 stars watching that.
there was a point in the movie where I had to pause and stop and die.
As your soul just leaves your body. That is the best part where you just JoJo flying away. Your spirit's just like, oh, there it goes.
Just mechanical.
And you can just feel the turn happening sometimes. And you can just feel it. And especially when you watch the movie and you know what's coming up. And I Frankenstein, I'm just like, ooh, this part go get him. This is gonna get him. It's one of the best feelings. And then when it happens and there's just like an explosion, oh, mwah, mwah, mwah.
And we also the version that we were watching was the pre-patch version.
Yeah, boy.
So there was just points where they had normal ass hands. Some of them, I don't know, or they were just wearing ballerina shoes because they were dancing.
Yep. Who cares?
No idea if that was intentional or not. Some of them had sneakers, but that seemed to be intentional.
Yeah.
Seemed to be. But yeah, just
The
seeing...
point where you have to just stop and just go away. It was when Gus was talking to McCavity and he had the book and he just closed it away. McCavity!
that it killed me. Just because
Killed him dead.
I heard, like, I saw that, it happened, and immediately in my head was, Blue Skidoo, we can too. just immediately came to my head. Also a point where, like, that is the next thing that comes to my head is, I believe it was during Sir Ian McKellen's song, where they do a cut to Dame Judi Dench, where she just is stretching with her leg completely straight up while she's laying down, and I'm just like, that is not her leg. That is totally not her leg.
I had so much fun watching that. At one point, during Mr. Masakali's song, I just pull out my phone and I turn on the light like I'm in a concert, baby, and you just go, put your f***ing phone down. I remember so much from that. I wish we had recorded it because there were some gems.
Eventually, at first they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna get a good drinking game out of this." I'm like, every time you go, drink, and by the end it was just like, oh.
When Ian McKellen calls in, Kelly just goes, no, and PG every time he's like, drink it up. Just constantly drink it up.
There were so many times where I kept that in too, Where like I was gonna say
And
something.
sometimes you couldn't. That's the
And
worst
you just-
part.
I was like,
It just escapes, and that's a little bit of your soul just escaping.
Yeah, that movie.
Oh,
is
bye-bye.
trash. That movie is terrible.
That movie is
Awful.
so bad.
That movie, that is one of the most fun I had watching a movie of all time. Just everybody just dissolving. It was the best.
So
Like I
that-
said, Kelly was absolutely killing it.
Money.
She was just having none of it.
so-
And what near the end, we go. I just sit there and go, "Oh, it's not over yet. We got 2 more songs." And there's a pause, and Kelly just goes, "Are you serious?"
After the Dave Beauty did.
Yeah, it was like, "Okay, we got 2 songs after this." Are you serious? And she was just so sincere and just so worried. And we were just like, "Oh, she would have tapped if there were 2 more songs." That was so much fun.
Oh,
You're never gonna forget it, Mike.
McCavity. It will haunt me
Cavity.
for the rest of my days.
Kelly admitted that Shimble Shanks was fire.
Yeah.
BG admits
No,
that Shimble
Yeah,
Shanks is fire.
I agree with that. Shimble Shanks is a good song.
Shimble
good
Shanks is fire. Mwah, mwah,
song.
mwah.
A
Yeah,
good
that-
song.
There's some good songs in there, but the movie is what I'm talking about, and it's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
And DA watched it again yesterday.
Noticing things that I never noticed before, and it's fantastic.
Oh, this one actress
During
has
other
her
people's
nails painted.
performances, you just see in the background Shimble Shanks is just shining his shoes like he's getting ready to set this place on fire. And then once James Judy just go, all right, the next performer is, and she pauses, and she goes, Shimble Shanks, the railway cat. And there's 3 cats around her, and they all have an excited face because they know that Shimble Shanks' job, he doesn't want the Jellicle cat. He just wants to come in, set fire to this building, and then go back on the rails. They know that he is a constant. They're like, Shimble Shanks is here. Yo, they never see him except for this one time a year where he comes down, tears that building down to the ground, and then just goes away. He's like, I don't even want this crap. I just want you guys to know that I could have won this year after year after year because I'm Shimble Shanks. Y'all all know this, and I'm out this bit.
I've never been so tempted to mute you before. So tempted.
I love
So-
Shimble Shanks.
Moving on. Cats is terrible. We get to Saturday.
Terrible.
Just hanging around. Amber arrives. We then go to the bakery, the Japanese bakery. There's this whole area of Columbus, this like shopping center that is like everything Japanese. There's a Japanese restaurant, Japanese masseuse, Japanese clothing store, a bunch of stuff. And there's this Japanese bakery, and holy fuck, I'm pissed I've waited so long to go there. Like, I think a few days ago, I finally had the little melon bun, the chocolate chip melon bun that I'd gotten. Fucking amazing. And it was like a week old.
That place was really, really good.
Yeah, I got one of their chocolate eclairs. I also, oh shit, I have my cake still. My cake is still in the fridge. Oh no. I might eat that after this. Yeah, I had the eclair, I had the melon bun. DA got like 4 out of the 13 things that he wanted.
I wanted so many things.
And the thing is, too, we got there a little later. There's probably more because a lot of those cases were empty.
And I just sat there like, what was in here?
Yeah. I also wanted to get, but like we were heading straight back to the house. They had parfaits I wanted to try.
Yeah, those boys look so good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's happening again whenever we hang out again, and we're gonna get the parfaits. Yeah. And I was so shocked. So DA like pounded through like all of his desserts almost in a sitting. And I asked you, is this better than the Detroit bakery? And at first you shook your head no, but then you paused and then thought, and I was like, damn. Like, the fact that that happened says something.
Yeah.
So
Because that Detroit bakery is really, really good as well.
It is very good. To this day,
But
best
that
chocolate
place
chip
is-
cookie I've ever had.
Cool boy.
So yeah, that bakery was fucking awesome. And then from there, We did our D&D one-shot. I had so much fun with that. You guys actually caught me on my toes a few times for shit that I didn't have prepared. The magic shopkeeper that I had to create on the fly, who is now is in the brain, and she is going to be in my main campaign somewhere because I had fun with her. And as for any DMs out there, probably can relate to this. It's like you have plans for, different encounters or different things and what have you, and then your players make decisions, and you're like, well, fuck. That's ruined. DA immediately,
boy.
first room of the frickin' dungeon. The plan, I had these golems that were like slotted into the walls that looked like they were carved out of the walls, and they were supposed to go into this one room, and then one golem was going to seal the room shut, and the other one was going to be in there and attacking you guys. But Baghdad Dagbad, DA's tiefling monk, decided to stand and watch. And I was like, well, gotta improvise. So
You can't be like, and a gust of wind blows you in.
but there was stuff in that encounter was really fun. We messed up a few of DA's rolls, but it led to some funny interactions where his left punch was really solid. His left hook was great. His right hook, not so much. And then, so everybody else was trapped in one room. DA was fighting this golem by himself, mano a mano, monk style. And then everybody else was hacking away at this golem, except the only construct player character, Ralph, who just kept failing shit.
It was bad.
Trash.
It was
Worst rolls I've ever seen in my life in anything.
That persuasion check. What the was he doing?
It was not a good day for Idon at all. One of my favorite moments of that entire thing was BG throws up a wind spell to try and blow this golem out of the wall. Didn't work, but the spell was still up. And then Amber's character, who is a druid, conjures a rhino. And that thing busts through the wall, and then just all of the bits of this golem via the gust spell just get blown across the room. So just from the tiefling monk's perspective, he's like, all right, I got this golem right where I want him. Boom! This rhino comes through the wall, and I just kept making this noise for the rhino, who was named No the Rhino by the end of the night. And so from his perspective, a rhino that he did not know existed just busts through this wall, destroying this golem, and then a freaking wind tempest just blows this shit across the room. So he got through that. And then in the next room, I had an item that I made specifically for Kelly, and I was so happy one of you put it on. It's basically the necklace from Inuyasha, the Sit Boy necklace. I just converted into D&D form, and I'm very happy with the results of it.
Caused me health for no reason.
Yep.
You had enough. You had enough health.
I just love how it just took like one insult, and DA just the command word for it was pun, just because BG's character had a -1 charisma modifier, so he just decided to play him as dry as possible, but still trying to be funny. So he kept just trying to tell jokes. He would just interrupt people with a stupid pun.
Awful.
Which, like,
puns.
When you started off, it's like character description stuff. It was just like, okay, like hold off the puns for a bit. But then like once we got into a groove, like, and it was like during spoken dialogue, I was completely okay with it. I'm like, this is his character. This is great.
Dude, I rarely kiss my own butt. I will just think about that Diego line and laugh. Legitimately, I will just think about it and laugh. It was so terrible. It was so terrible.
I hate that I had to sit right next to BG.
Dude, after the Diego line, I'm looking at DA piecing together.
My head was down just trying to figure out my next move, trying to zone this piece of out. Then I just went, wait a second. And my head's
So,
I love that character so much.
BG put on the necklace. The command word ended up going to DA, and the command word was pun. And at one point, BG just like unintentionally insults DA's master and just pun. And it was in the middle of a battle. I'm just like, yes. As a DM, I'm just like,
unneeded
chaos. Yes. And in the next room, I had a bunch of traps and stuff laid out. And an encounter, and I just loved your confidence, Ralph. They're like,
honestly,
there's a magical trap here. All right, throw a rock at it. Doesn't seem to affect. Oh, it probably doesn't affect constructs. I'm gonna walk up to it. I'm just like, oh yes. And it was a gravity trap where I just have them got flung 10 feet into the ceiling and then have to fall 10 feet back onto the ground and potentially
the driest ow
deal more damage. So they're like, all right, there's traps in this room. Let's line up in a straight line and go forward. Well, the enemies I had in here had these grapple hook things, and basically I designed the encounter where these things wanted to drag them into these traps.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Rhino first accidentally triggered a trap that breathed fire on it. But then the encounter happens. The first bolter grapples the Rhino, drags it through another fire trap, then drags it into a gravity trap after already harpooning it, and then it just bursts. I just like obliterated it in one round. Everyone was just like, no!
That poor Rhino.
It was great. And so we get to that end of that encounter, and I had designed the one shot in a way where the next room was where they could rest. And everybody was super insistent of, we should rest here. I'm like, fuck.
I wasn't. I was fine either way.
Yeah. I'm like, just go in the next room. And
I don't know, I need an elf.
Yeah, we were desperate.
I wasn't. I had all my health. I just needed a little bit of key. That's all. And that's 30 minutes.
Mike gave you a gift he should never have given you with that armor. Fuck you. You didn't deserve that shit in the end.
I'm a monk.
Oh, I would have had a lot more health if not for somebody.
Who?
You.
Oh.
Fun.
So I had an NPC player with them, and I was basically trying to nudge them with him, being like, I don't feel comfortable in this room with all of these traps. And they're like, no, we want to rest.
Not me.
So Ralph tries to roll persuasion. Fails.
Tits up.
And so then they do a short rest. And then I'm like, all right, we get him into the next room. And then that's where there are more constructs in there, but they like were serving them water. And it's like, oh, this seems like a place to rest. And everyone's like, mother! We had one more encounter with some iron cobras. And then we had the last thing that we did in the night, just because I added too much to this one shot because I didn't want there to be too little. Which was a puzzle challenge. And boy, for the initial part of this challenge were the rolls in your favor, just because I rolled, it was when I rolled a 5 or a 6, they got an item that they needed. And the first 3 rolls I had when they killed these like little, just like pieces of crap enemies were all 6s. I'm like, well, shit. They almost have all the items I need. All right. But that was a fun encounter. You guys actually pulled off some like interesting things when you were trying. We were getting so late in the night, and they were just like trying to. They had to roll intelligence checks in order to fit these gears into this machine, and they kept trying to give it to my level 5 fighter, who didn't really have the greatest intelligence stats. Like, he was smart, but not like super duper smart, and he just kept failing, and you guys kept calling him the wrong name, and I'm forgetting his name right now.
I called him Benjamin.
Yeah, it was Benjin, and everyone's like, "Fucking Benjamin!" It's like, it's Benjin. And they finished the puzzle, and we had to end there. But I explained the rest of the plot to them, and I had like different reference materials. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was super fun.
I'm actually for my actual campaign. Whenever they get to this area, like that dungeon will be there in the world. But yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. Ended the night there just because I think it was like 2 at that point.
It was like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think it was closer to 3.
Yeah. Woke up next day, Sunday. I think we just played a little Smash, just relaxed.
Yeah,
really,
we just hung out. Yeah.
Me and Mike watched Ruby.
Yes, we watched the last episode of Ruby, which, by the way, the Because Reasons of Ruby will be out this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It was going to be out earlier, but editing took longer for reasons.
I don't know what those are.
Because reasons.
Yes.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I ended up. So Ralph clickety click clacks a lot during podcasts and stuff. Typically, he mutes them on this podcast because the audio is coming through Discord. But when he was recording his own audio, the clickety click clacks were on his recording. So I edited them out, and then at that point, I just edited out a lot of the different sounds that people were making. You were eating a bag of something, so there's a lot of crinkle crankle chip noises.
I don't think I was.
You definitely were. I edited the sounds out.
Edited your audio.
No, I ate Pringles, but that was before the podcast.
There was something that had a crinkle crinkle crankle sound coming from your mic on both recordings.
You do have bags of chips and cereal over there.
I have, yeah. But I wasn't eating. I
that.
definitely was not eating them because I'm a respectful person.
Apparently not.
The recording says otherwise.
You show me a moment where there's some smacking and some crunching on my end. Legit, because I do not do that.
I don't know if there was smacking or crunching, but there was crinkle crankle noises.
Crinkle crankle, yeah, but I was not eating anything. Don't you put that on me.
Drew has my chair from 5 years ago, where every time he leans back, it squeaks. And then me, I just edited out as many of my coughs and throat clears as I could. Can't do it too much because I will start talking, or as I'm talking, will clear my throat or cough. I couldn't get rid of those, just because I'm a sick boy at all times. I'm fighting so hard not to clear my throat now that I've brought attention to it. So yeah, that will be out this coming weekend. So yeah, DA and I watched Ruby, and then I dropped the Compros off. Ralph was staying until the next day. Amber decided to leave a little bit later. We played some Mario Party. You guys were playing Mario Party, and was Yoshi the computer?
We had no computer.
No, for Ralph.
Oh,
yes,
you guys.
Yeah, because yes, it was Yoshi.
Yeah, the whole game was
Yoshi the
fuck
cunt.
you, Yoshi. The whole damn game. Then I think it was just like more hanging out, and then Amber left, and then Ralph, Kelly, and I watched the entirety of Volume 7 front to back, and Kelly actually enjoyed it.
Her favorite.
We were going to stop, but she was too invested, so we ended up watching until like 2 a.m.
Yeah, her favorite character is Blake,
and she likes her hair. She likes her hair.
Her favorite
hairstyle is Blake.
No, her favorite character is Blake from this season.
I don't think so.
No, it's what she said. She also just repeated it in another chat. I can send you the screenshots of it, but I'll have to find it later.
Okay. But
yeah, no, she liked Blake best. She liked Blake's current look better than her previous looks, and she thought season 7 was actually really good.
So
and me and Mike were like, don't expect this kind of quality to be the standard. It's not.
Ralph and I gave her the warnings of like, all right, you're gonna watch the first 3 seasons. They're going to be very rough in comparison. It's gonna be, you may like them, you may not like them. You're gonna hate 4 and 5, and then 6 and 7 are great. And then I think from there we passed out. Woke up about 3 hours later.
Well, no, you passed out. Kelly and I ended up awake the entire night because she couldn't go to sleep.
Oh. So, woke up.
That's her problem. I'd be like, all right, peace out.
I woke up.
I could not. So I ended up being awake from when we woke up on Sunday morning until I got home, ate dinner, and then went to bed at 11 p.m. Monday night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a you problem.
100%.
So, and that was the end of our weekend. I gotta say, even when it's not a con, just the hangout weekends are still pretty damn exhausting. Because it's like you're trying to do everything, but you can't.
Oh yeah.
And then you go to bed at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. every night and get like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And then once you finally get to Monday, you're just like, ooh, oh no. And then Sunday was when BG just got started his sickness. BG, did you hear what like Kelly's perspective of when you came upstairs that night?
No.
She said she just heard you like walking up the stairs going like, oh. You walk into the bathroom, puke in the bathroom for a little bit, just these heavy, sick sighs. You walk out of the bathroom, you ram into the island.
I do remember ramming into the island.
Then just like, oh. And then just walking, shambling down the stairs, just sighing. And she was awake for the whole thing and was just like, oh no. Oh, BG.
Yeah, I was big sick.
How was the bus ride back?
It was nothing.
Okay.
The ride there was nothing. The ride back was
okay.
Just big old nothing.
But yeah, weekend was fun. I definitely need to run more D&D shit every time we're together.
Super fun.
Oh, I agree. Dude, that was so much fun.
Yeah. And we can actually like get into flesh out backstories and incorporate them more just because DA was trying super hard. It was like, it's not happening, man, but you do you.
I wanted it.
And the bio that DA wrote is a thing. That's all I'm going to say. Corncob Pipe, isn't that your mother's name?
Corncob Pipe and Dirk Justice.
Dirk Justice. Whew. All right. I think with that, it was a good weekend, but I think with that, we can end this episode. Facts, Mr.
Really
Brown?
quickly. It's not a fact. It's just a question. Me and my brothers were talking about this, and we had a big argument over it.
Okay.
Thank you, BG. Outside of smell, if you were to lose 1 sense right now, what would it be? I said touch.
Why touch?
That was the first thing that came to my mind too.
Because all the stuff that I do involves stimulations. I can't go away from music. I can't podcast and all that. I can't not play games.
Yep. Nope.
I love food.
I do too.
That's not happening. So it's got to be touch.
No, because so much of the stuff you do is
100%.
delicate and
100%. That's gone.
What happens if it get burned on the back of your deck?
That's what it's gonna be.
Nah,
We ran through these.
taste this.
Yeah,
But I lose the feeling of cold, heat.
Yeah, but you'll freeze or burn.
Why am I going outside in my drawers? I'm not gonna be so super.
But if
Yeah, I
you're in
think touch
here and
for
it's
me
just
too.
like, sometimes you'll be like, oh, it's kind of cold. You're just gonna get sick because you're not gonna feel that. Oh, it's kind of
Me
cold.
get sick? And if I do get sick, I'm not gonna feel it. Touch.
Touch for me.
Wow,
I
incredible.
enjoy eating too much to lose taste.
There's too many things that I enjoy with the other ones.
Yes,
I'm not losing out on hearing. I'm
Food-
not losing out on vision.
food is
Yeah,
delicious.
I
But
need
I'll
music
take.
too much for
Yeah,
movies.
I understand the music. I understand the sight. Food for me, like whatever.
Like pragmatically,
I'll eat a bunch of what?
pragmatically, yes, I would say taste, just because it's like at this point you're just consuming nutrients. You don't have to taste anything.
No,
but-
because you're
No,
gonna
no,
be
that's-
able to
that's what
smell
I'm
it.
saying. Pragmatically, that would be the correct choice. But there's too much enjoyment I have of good tasting food, so I can't go
Yeah.
about it pragmatically.
There's too much enjoyment you have from touch.
Yeah.
Whatever. One's gotta go.
I like how you
And I
got
don't
rid of
wanna be
smell because
sick.
that's everybody's answer. That is everybody's answer.
Yeah, smell is an easy one to go.
Mm.
But I don't want to be sitting there with a pizza and just eating a pizza and just smelling just like, and it's just nothing.
Why would I need to eat a pizza? I'll eat whatever.
It'd
now.
just be nutrient paste from you from now on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Screw that. Oh no, that's a miserable existence. Touch gone.
All right.
Okay.
Any
Y'all
facts, or
are
is that going to be
nuts.
our fact?
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's a nice little discussion thing. That's all the facts are.
Truth.
Yeah, agreed.
Alrighty. With that, we will end this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this Saturday. Tune into YouTube, our YouTube, 2200 Productions, for the Because Reasons Ruby. It's split into two parts, Saturday and Sunday. Words. Tune into those.
Words are hard.
And with that, we will see you next week.
Later.